and welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm Eleanor and this is Sunstar Knits. And I have a video that I have never done before for you guys. Today, I need a little bit of motivation on a project, so we are going to see how much I can knit in a 24-hour time period. Just because I know the way I am and I'm super busy and could not sit down and spend the night doing 24 hours straight of knitting. We are doing 24 hours in a time period so I can stop and pick it back up and all those things. So I have a stopwatch I'm using on my iPad to keep track of the time I spend knitting. I'll be doing, I think, 2 projects for this. My main one, which is the one I need the motivation on, and then my sort of fun break project. I will admit I have already started this. I had the idea to do this last night, but did not have the will to film an intro. So you're getting it a little late. But I will first introduce you to the project. That is the one I need some motivation on, and then we will get into it. So this is the project. It is a little shrug. I believe it's called the Retro Shrug. Let me pull up the pattern actually. Long sleeve version. It is a paid pattern, not super size inclusive because it's only 3 sizes, but pretty simple to modify and kind of make your own once you do have the pattern. And I really do enjoy the pattern. I have this one on my needles, and then I've also got one for myself. So this is a gift knit for one of my friends. She asked me for it. Sorry. And what's causing me so much trouble is that the sleeves, like this mesh sleeve, is not the original sleeve in the pattern. It is a type of sleeve that my friend wanted for this, and for some reason, the sleeves are ginormous, so we are decreasing, even though she did want a peasant sleeve, which is kind of like the sort of balloon sleeve, then tightens at the wrist, and has the ribbing there for a couple inches at the wrist. This is a bit big even from what she wanted, so we are adjusting there. But for some reason, this fabric type, like the mesh stitching and doing it, is one, not intuitive at all for me, so I have to be very mindful and very focused and looking down. So first things first, it causes me pain in kind of the base of my neck from looking down at it. And then so I had to take a couple days off to help relax that. Just knitting in general, or like anything that made me look down too much, I had to be very aware of my posture, stand very tall, stiff-necked, which I'm not very good at. And then now, just last night when I started doing this, I was doing like an hour of knitting before bed. Wanted to get like an inch or 2 done, and it was causing me pain right here, like, and I've had tendonitis pain before from crochet. Like, crochet gave me tendonitis, and that's why I don't do it so much anymore. But this was so much worse, and like tendonitis pain is like, it's like up here almost, whereas this was fully down right here. So I don't know what that is. So I'm being very mindful and like stopping when my body tells me to stop. But again, I took a measurement and I think I've got another 3 to 4 inches on this sleeve in the mesh, and then I've got a whole nother 15 inches of knitting over here. truthfully, this is a very forgiving stitch, so I'm probably going to start decreasing quite a bit sooner so there's less in the round and I can get it done faster. But I just need motivation. I want these off my needles. I want to move on to the other project I will introduce once I start working on it. But I have the pattern pulled up. It is the long sleeve retro bolero by Handmade by Fazala. So very good. And I've used, this is my second. This is all I have left of my second ball. I'm hoping this gets me through the last 3 inches I need to do of this sleeve so that I don't have to try and change balls during this mesh stitch. I will say this is not the most like, this is not like any mesh I've ever seen before, but it's literally just a slip knit 2 together, except SSK, so slip knit, and then yarn over for 1 round, just do that completely for 1 round, and then knit for 1 round. To make my slip knits easier, so I don't actually have to slip knit, I just knit 2 through the back loop. I yarn over the opposite direction. I might do a video on that. But yes, so this is the pattern I have right now. Yes, I will, this stitch marker, this blue stitch marker, is where I was at when I started last night and did about an hour of knitting. So got that much done in an hour. And then this red stitch marker, which is marking where I'm doing my decreases, but also I used to mark what I did this morning during church, is about an hour and 51 minutes. So I've got, we'll go back to my little stopwatch. I've been going knitting for an hour and 51 minutes and 40 seconds already. So that leaves me with 22 hours to go. I could definitely finish this in that. I think the sleeves are only going to take 10-ish hours each because it's about, I think I'm getting faster though. So I'm not totally sure, and I've only got 3 more inches in this mesh before I switch over to just do ribbing. So I will check back in once I'm done with this ribbing. See you then. Okay, I'm back. You get mildly bad lighting, but it is now April 14th. It's been 2 days. I have in fact gotten to the point where I can start the cuff on my white little bolero thing, the gift knit. I had her try it on last night and it was good length. I'm a little nervous that she's not gonna like it because I feel like she thinks I can do something that I can't actually do. And I don't know. I'm a little nervous, but she's paid for the pattern and the yarn, so I kind of feel obligated, like I have to finish it now. So I'm not working on that anymore, even though it's the cuff, so it should be the easy part because it's a pretty small circumference. I've got to use some DPNs, and I don't want to have to do that right now. So I'm going to work on some more DPNs. So I'm now at 4 hours and 9 minutes of work and about 3 hours and 50-ish minutes. No, pretty much all of this. I think like almost 4 hours of this was working on that sweater and with a bolero in order to get it done. But the last 10 minutes or so have been 4 rounds on the right way. This is the right way. 4 rounds on this. So this is the neck of a 2x2 ribbed shirt that I am self-drafting for myself. It started out as being a ribbed shirt because I really like the look of 2x2 rib. I really like this yarn, and I needed kind of something to do with it because I have a lot of it. It was supposed to be one thing, but it's not. That's why it looks a little spaghetti noodly. It's because I ripped it out of another shirt. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make her 2x2 ribbed shirt. I'm just gonna make it as long as I can with the amount of yarn I have, and kind of if it ends up being an awkward length, either I'll rip back or I'll buy another skein to finish it. And I've been I saw a couple videos of girls making these 2x2 rib long sleeve dresses, and I was like, oh, I'd love to make that. But I'm not very comfortable in a bodycon dress, very tight to your body dress. So I was like, didn't really know, okay, I'll just make a shirt, not really thinking about it. And then I saw a video, or I watched a video. I don't remember who it was by, but she was making her wedding dress, and it turned out to be the Medea's dress, or the same creator of the Medea's dress. I'll put all the information in the description if I remember. Hopefully I remember. I will try and put the information of the video and the pattern in the description. But it was this triangle dress that goes to a double knit button band with a strip of elastic and then a stockinette skirt. And I was like, oh, I could do that, where I do a 2x2 ribbed long sleeve top to about the waist, do a double knit button or waistband, and then do a stockinette skirt so that it flares out a bit more. So that's my new plan. It's not fully how I envisioned it. I don't know if I want to rip back to the neckline or not, because the way I envisioned the sleeves was definitely more set in, and what I'm doing right now is more raglan. So I imagined it starting at the top of your shoulder, and it would be 2 stitches, and then in between those 2 stitches you would start the increases, and you would go out this way and have 2 knit stitches along the side, which is not how I started doing it. I just started doing raglan. There you go. And just had 2 stitches in here and started going out. And I also changed the way I was doing increases from make one left and right to backwards loop, cast on increases. But I think I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna rip back, and I'm gonna do that because I think it'll just look so much cooler, and it'll just really fill out my vision I have for this dress. I don't have the time to do that this morning. Possibly will do it tonight. I'm pretty busy with schoolwork, and also I think that'll fit the increase rate I need to do a bit better, because I need to do about 2 stitches a row or 4 stitches every other row. But right now I am doing 4 stitches every other row right now, but that way it'll just be a bit, I don't know, I think I'll rip it back just because I'm not fully liking the tension I'm getting on this increase. I'm not liking the look of it. It's not fitting what I wanted. So I'll definitely redo that. But the yarn I'm using is this yarn. It's yarn I got in Switzerland on my trip there with my family about 2 years ago now, I think. 2 summers ago. And it is Knit Pro Symphone Terra in the color Sunset, I believe. Do we have the color? Yes, Sunset. It is a 75% wool, 25% or 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams skeins in fingering. So I very much like this color. I've already made a tank top in it, which is funny because the tank top I made is the same top I made with the other yarn I got from Switzerland, but that's where I'm at right now. So 20 more hours to go in this challenge. Hopefully I will have one shirt done. I'm already thinking about doing a next challenge, another one of these challenges, because I have another gift in it that I need to finish, which is for my sister. We'll get into that at a later date, but it's giving me quite a bit of motivation, so that's good. Oh, I will see you on my next update. I don't know when that'll be, hopefully when I have the sleeve done for the white cardigan, but I will see you later. Okay, I'm back. It is now April 24th, so been 10 days since I last updated you. Should probably have pulled up the stopwatch, but this is definitely not accurate, because I have decided, not physical or consciously, decided to not use the stopwatch, but like sometimes I just like start knitting and then forget and like don't realize I need to be keeping track of the time until like an indeterminable amount of time later. But it has now been 11 hours and 22 minutes of tracked knitting. I think I've got an extra probably 20 minutes that need to be tacked on there because sometimes I use my phone and then I just let this run while I'm not doing anything. But I have started on the second sleeve. So that means I have finished the first sleeve. This has been blocked, which is partly why it's so far later, and tried on, and she's loving it. She's tried it on since I put on the edging as well. So literally loves this sleeve, perfect length, not worried about it anymore. Now I just need to pick up, I think, a stitch or two from down in the underarm and then start over here. And it's Friday, so I have nothing to do today. So I'm hoping to get at least to the first set of decreases because I started this just straight knitting and then I began decreasing here. So I want to get through at least this much today, which is not too many rows. I'll count it later, but yes, so that's where I want to get through and then possibly get through weaving in some ends as well to really like ramp this up. And then tomorrow I'm hoping to finish at least the most of the mesh, get most of the mesh done, and then on Sunday do this and then block the one sleeve. I don't actually know how much it needs to be blocked, but block the sleeve and then be done and possibly finish the video there because that was what I needed motivation on. But I will update you guys later. Okay, we are done. So this is the outro. I don't know how well this is picking up. It's the first time I've had a mic, so I'm gonna move it a bit more forward. But I say we're done and not that we've completed the challenge because we haven't completed the challenge, but it's been over 2 weeks and I would like to be done now. And I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish with this challenge and I don't see a benefit of continuing. Sorry if I'm like not super high energy or yawning. It is 6:52 in the morning and I got the inkling that I wanted to film today. So that's what I'm doing. Because if I'm getting this video done, I'm doing it today. Sorry I'm saying a lot. That's not good presentating language. But we did complete 17 hours, 39 minutes, and 5 seconds. I don't actually think this is accurate, again, because I have kept forgetting to use it, or like sometimes I'd use my phone and then I'd have this going for a while because just I knit on the bus and this is not something I want to pull out of my backpack in order to start the timeline, so I'd use my phone or I just wouldn't use anything. But so not completely accurate. I do think I will do this again because I do have quite a few whips right now that I need help getting going and like finishing, so I might immediately start this again with a different project. Probably not. I might see if there's a different challenge, see if I can do like a 5 minutes a day on a project challenge and then check in weekly. Maybe make those shorts and post them that way and then do a long video. But yes, we will get into the projects. I will have my iPad down here. Let me pull up my notes. Sorry, I'm not an Apple person and I don't like the swipe gestures. I don't understand them fully yet. But we are going to start with my self-drafted 2x2 dress that I completely ripped out and like redid the sleeve details. So we have gotten pretty far. You can't really tell the shape yet. One, because it's all scrunched up. So I'll unscrunch it and then I'll give you a better idea of what the shape is. But this is a fully self-drafted pattern. I have all the notes on Ravelry. I'll put the link to my Ravelry down below, but this is the sleeve detail. I don't know how many pictures this is on. You'll have to wait till it's got a split for sleeves, I think. I'll update in a podcast episode if you're more interested. But this is, again, a self-drafted pattern for me. So custom sizing. I'm using a 3.5 fixed set of ChiaoGoo circulars. They're 40-inch needles, and I haven't minded doing faux magic loop with them. It's actually quite nice. I really do like ChiaoGoo fixed for smaller project of yarn because my interchangeables unscrew and it's annoying to fix. And then my gauge is 18 stitches and 20 rows to get 2 inches in 2x2 ribbing, and I've got all of my notes on Ravelry. So again, if you want to try and recreate this, I sort of have a pattern-ish, but I'm not a pattern writer. I'm not even a pattern designer. I don't even know if this is going to turn out good. I may hate it. So yes, so I did quite a bit. If you can remember, I ripped all of this out. So pretty much this is what I got. This is what I had, the collar, so before I split for, or started doing the sleeve increases. So got pretty far on that. We'll go to the piece de resistance, which is a reason why I kind of have to do this today anyways, because my friend is coming by to pick it up because I have finished it. So this is the long sleeve retro bolero by Handmade by Fasola. Again, I'll put it down in the description. I used 4.5 millimeter needles. It says that my gauge was 20 stitches and 30. Actually, just ignore the rows on any of my gauges because I don't check row gauge. I should, but I don't. 20 stitches. I don't know how accurate that is. I'm not going to measure it right now. But the only modification I made is the sleeves. So I did mesh sleeves instead of the ones in the pattern because this is for my friend. And she wanted mesh sleeves. She did not like the sleeves in the pattern. I am making a version. It's somewhere already. Oh, it's in my bag. I'm making a version for myself that is the correct sleeves. And they're really fun sleeves. It's a fun lace pattern. But yes. So instead, when they started the lace pattern, I just did yarn over slip stitch, yarn over slip stitch. I had to do a lot of counting while we were increasing to make sure I had the right stitch counts. Don't do what I did. Include the yarn overs and stitch counts. All that. But I do have a picture of this on me. I'm using, I forgot to say the yarn for that. Oh, well, you'll just have to watch my podcast to figure that out. But this is Yarn Bee Bambootiful. I used about 3.5 skeins, a little under 3.5 skeins for it. And it's just in the color white. But yeah, I really did enjoy doing the second sleeve. It went by a lot faster. Again, my goal was only to finish the first sleeve for this, but they're both done. You do need to know a little bit of crochet because these scallops on the sleeves and then around here are crochet. How the buttons are done are not my favorite. There's no like designated buttonholes. I've just got them through the like little hole here in the scallops, but it looks nice. Really do recommend this pattern. Very, very cute. I was wondering if I wanted to do a short sleeve pattern for my own. I don't think I will just because I'll keep trying it on, but for right now, I'm not planning on doing a short sleeve pattern. Kind of might just because I don't know. But yes, that is my video. I really liked it. It's now the weekend and I have nothing to do, so I might try. I'd like, instead of 15 or 24, I might do a 12-hour knitting challenge, but over like the next 2 days. But yeah, I will leave you there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am newer to this and I have not made a video since September, I think. So please give me grace and like, subscribe, comment, all the things. I would prefer you comment. I really enjoy them. Really makes my day when someone does. So I will see you hopefully next time. Bye.